Okay, this video is about how to build discipline without burning out. Defining true discipline. Gamma came up with this, but their definition is discipline is the bridge between your current life and the future you want. It fills the gap between knowing and doing. I don't really know what that means. This is the stuff that I do, though, to practice discipline, I guess. There we go. Discipline grows. It's not really something that you instill. It just kind of grows there. So it's from doing the things you don't want to do, but you know you want to do, and then still doing it. So the way I did it was I would work as many hours as possible. Yeah, working a bunch. Financial restraint. Knowing that I want food or I want to stop eating chicken and rice or the same thing every day, or that's really it, just food. I'm not really tempted really anywhere else. So not doing that. So financial and physical training. This one actually sucks when you're doing this one. But pushing your body, everybody knows when they're especially running, you get out of breath, you want to stop, but keep going. And yeah, all these are super simple. I feel dumb even breaking it out, but that's what I do. The trap. How do we destroy discipline? Habits. Build discipline, and then imbalance can tear it apart. And I'm not talking about imbalance of life. I'm just saying about starting it, stopping it, and stuff like that. So the biggest mistake that I've seen people, and I just contradicted myself in one of my planner videos, is overloading. Isn't always bad, but overloading one area at the expense of another. And this is what I used to do, and I still do at the same time. The obsession phase. So usually I would go all in on my career progress or finances, and I would ignore the gym. I literally just did this this year while I was working at the dealership. I was working 80 hours a week. I think while I was in Minnesota in 7 months, I had like 5 days off. But I learned a whole bunch of stuff, great skills. I was making money, but I didn't go to the gym at all. Terrible. Now I'm going to the gym. I stopped working there for whatever different reasons, but now I'm in the gym a lot, and I'm working at my other job, but I'm not working nearly as much. So now my income is not going up as much as possible, and the grind isn't at full scale like it is now. So I haven't found the correct balance yet. I at least think, because I'm 25. In your 20s, you're gonna have imbalances here and there. There're gonna be different seasons of your life, like Patrick Bet David says. And I'm willing to accept that right now. Between the two of them. Sleep is obviously something that goes when you're grinding a bunch and you're trying to get all of this stuff done. Nutrition, I always meal prep, so I don't really have to deal with that. And then workouts, yeah, that one I just talked about how that one struggled. So sometimes these ones sacrifice in order to boost the financial and the grind one for me, which are both directly correlated. But those are sacrifice that I have. Sometimes, like I just said, it's from a season. And then what can happen is a collapse. So overloading one discipline weakens the entire system, damaging long-term consistency. So one thing I didn't talk about was while I'm doing these, there could be times when I'm like, I need to get these ones done. I need to save time. Let me go to the gas station, get one of the burgers, get one of their pizza, which is one, more expensive, and two, not as healthy. So then if I'm willing to cheat on nutrition or workouts, not really sleep, but if I'm willing to cheat on one of these, then I'm more likely to cheat on one of these, which is a no bueno, and then everything starts going down from there. The cost of extreme seasons. This was just mine. 0 training and sleep deprivation. 4 to 6 hours a night, no training in the gym. That'll happen. And it sucks. And then you start questioning everything. But just keep grinding it out. This is what I would do if I was starting to burn out. I have the disciplines. One, I try to keep them all together. But if you have them all together, or even if you start getting a little imbalance there, and you can't handle it anymore, I would always have a functionality threshold of about 90%. If my baseline productivity went below 90%, my normal, it's starting to signal that you need to slow down or you need to take a break or something like that. So you need to sleep, You need a little bit of a break to not think of things. Because if you're going to work, you're doing school, you're going to go work out, you do more school, you go right to bed, you wake up and repeat, and there's no break or whatever, there's no people, you need that time off sometimes. Obama used to play spades. He even played spades during SEAL Team 6 raid of Osama bin Laden, if I'm not mistaken. And Abraham Lincoln used to go to like operas or theaters and stuff during the Revolutionary War. Everybody needs a little bit of a time or a break for their brain to reset. Otherwise, you're going to get this like emotional drainage that people get from like scrolling on Instagram and TikTok all the time. Bodies aren't made for never being bored. There's a great video on YouTube. If you just look up Harvard Enlightenment through boredom or something around those lines, he'll be able to explain it very bad or very. See, I can't even talk. Much better than how I can explain it. The mistake is once you start dipping below this 90% threshold, then you're going to start getting even worse. So you're going to be putting in more hours to try to make up for it, and you're going to become less efficient. So one, your body and yourself is going to suffer, and then two, the work is also going to suffer. So you want to keep your productivity up. You want to stretch it a little bit and just go right over the line, but you want to bring it back and keep it to the line just as much as possible. After doing all this, if you keep going, burnout's going to win, and then you're going to lose a lot of hope, and you're going to sleep, and you're going to be late, and you're going to spiral down from there. So don't do this. Don't do that. This is what I would do. I would prioritize sleep. That's the first thing that I would do. Instead of getting 4 to 6, I try to get 8. Or if I had a day off, like one of those 5 days I got sick, I slept for, I don't know, like I think it was 22 hours. And I woke up, I went to the bathroom, I ate some food, and then I went back to bed. And so it was broke up in two, but I slept for 22 hours in a row. Part of that's also because I was sick as well. If it's not that extreme, then I used to do cold showers and saunas. Can't bring a phone in there. Don't really talk to anybody. Just very quiet, and you just chill, and your brain will do its own thing. Your subconscious will go through whatever it wants to talk to you about. So that's what I would do, and then silence. It's very uncomfortable. If you just sit there and look at a wall, I don't know why, but things work out. Even when I came back just to chill, like I would come back from the dealership, have about an hour before I had to go to bed so I could get a little bit of sleep. I'd put on Joey Diaz, listen to his stuff, and it's kind of like a comedic relief. But sometimes you really just need silence, just for your brain to reset. I don't know what it is. I'm not a doctor, but yeah. Another thing you can do, social connection. This works really well especially if you work by yourself. So do that. Spend some time with friends. Laugh, relax. Forget about the grind. Just hang out with the boys. Hang out with your friends. Cool. Do something for purely enjoyment. Play some cards like Obama, or go to a concert like Abraham Lincoln. Or if it's really bad, just take an entire day off. No work. No guilt. Just sit there. Go do a workout. Hang with some friends. Watch a movie that you used to watch before. Do not start watching TV shows. That's going to kill you. Not actually, but I watched one of these things start with O, about this guy laundering money, and I got sucked into that one time. Okay, the modern narrative, the modern trap for young men. People tell you don't work too hard, enjoy your 20s, not prioritize comfort, but something along the lines of prioritizing comfort. You deserve this, you deserve that. You don't actually need all that. Discipline is a muscle built through effort and sacrifice. Some people have different goals than you. If you're very serious about making money and providing for people later on, or you're really passionate about something and want to get further in your career, you don't need to do all this stuff. I can't explain it very well, as you can tell from how this presentation is going, but somebody with more experience and who've thought about this more, you can listen to Alex Hormozy, you can listen to Patrick David, you can listen to Jordan Peterson. All those guys are great people to listen to about work, sacrifice, and that you really don't need the average person's balance. If you're usually hearing this, you're probably doing, in my opinion, something right. Just know that everybody has different priorities, and nobody's right. Everybody has free will. So if you feel like you're working too hard, I don't know. You got to reevaluate priorities. Maybe you are. But if everything feels right to you and people are telling you this, you don't have to listen to them, man. Just chill. Doesn't matter. Just do what you want to. Just not drugs, please. The long game. So this is what I think about. I don't think you really need motivation. David Goggins talks about this. Motivation is like fake. You need discipline, and if you want to listen to Andrew Huberman, he talks about, I think it's called the amygdala. That's another good one. But it's basically like your grit inside your head. The more you practice it, the larger the actual physical part in your brain grows. It allows you to work harder the next time. So I know the discipline's hard right away. Start 1% at a time. Start low enough, like Jordan Peterson says, and then consistency will help build you over time. The habits will get easier. Being alone or whatever you're trying to do will be easier. Burnout will get harder to actually reach failure. Don't take it too hard right away, otherwise, you're not going to stay consistent. And then relentless growth. Just keep pushing hard, sacrifice what you need to. Hopefully, not like your body for the gym and stuff. Try to do that. Try to, check in with family every once in a while, but, you know, captain of your own ship or whatever that quote is. Um, yeah, I don't even really know what I said in this. I've done a couple of these, but the whole point of these are to help refine ideas, um, refine ideas and opinions. So as you can see, we're at the baseline here, but maybe in a couple of years or a couple of decades, we'll be good at this. But thank you for watching. Please let me know if this helped anybody out, and I'll see you in the next one. Peace.